Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and others at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I believe today is, February 24th, 2022. All right, the year where Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai turns up. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All right, a lot of people are finally tuning in. Okay, the Lord is finally getting their attention. All right, you got a lot of people who are seeing what's going on. All right, in the East, and they're thinking that this is the end. All right, going into wars and rumors of wars. All right, a lot of people are coming out saying that, could this be the beginning of World War III? Oh, this is it. This is the end. This is the end. No, this is not the end. All right, this is not the end. A lot of people have been wicked. All right, and it's time for the Lord to judge them. All right, so we're now entering into the time of pain and suffering. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so here I have this article. All right, man, the scriptures, man, it's beautiful. All right, this is why having the understanding, okay, especially in these times, Isaiah 33:6, is really keeping us stable. Okay, the understanding of the scriptures is what's keeping us stable in these times. All right, and that's biblical prophecy. All right, so that means everything else is going to come to pass. It says Anonymous declare, quote, cyber war against Russia. Okay, it says Hacker Collective Anonymous declared a cyber war against Russia, claiming to have disabled several Russian government websites and that of RT. Okay, and I go on the RT website, and it doesn't even look like the regular RT website. All right, it looks like it looked like a Wikipedia website now. All right, normally, RT, they got the pictures and everything. It looks all discombobulated. Okay, so I guess that's them showing that they've been cyberly attacked. I don't know. All right, but it says here, social media accounts claiming to represent the group announced on Thursday evening that they were officially in cyber war against the Russian government and had taken down dozens of websites in response to Russia's military action in Ukraine. Okay, and all these things that's happening, all this rhetoric about Ukraine and all this stuff, you got to go all the way back to 2014. Okay, if anyone remembers, I remember this 2014 when the whole so-called ISIL situation, all right, out there in Ukraine, okay, and also in Syria, all right, that was all the U.S., with the CIA and so on and so forth, infiltrating the government in the Ukraine, okay, so they could set up a puppet government. Okay, I remember this. So they set up the proxy army ISIS to go in there and to start some shit. And then by way of the whole concept of, if there's a terrorist in your country, then we must fight the terrorist. All right, so they were able to send military troops in there in the name of fighting against ISIS, but yet they were actually setting up their puppet government. Okay, they were setting up a puppet government, and that's what Russia is trying to avoid. Russia is trying to basically bring back the peace. Okay, what the Ukrainians want isn't what the West wants. All right, and the Ukrainians are a border, all right, to Russia. So of course they're going beckon Russia to come to their aid. All right, so this whole invasion isn't just invading the Ukrainian land per se, meaning the people, but it's more a military thing. All right, and the West is not taking too kindly to that. But this is all the beginning of sorrows. Okay, this thing right here that happened out there in the Ukraine is the first step to all hell breaking loose, because it affects so many different things and really sets the precedent. Okay, it's a commencement for all hell breaking loose. Okay, all hell is going to break loose, man. All right, this cyber war, declaring cyber war, meaning Russia is going to come back. If they're saying that Russia is the one that they're targeting, Russia is going to come back, or somebody could do it in the name of Russia. We know propaganda, something known as the NDAA. All right, Obama, I believe, renewed or signed in 2013 or 2012. All right, that gives the government permission, all right, or makes it lawful to use propaganda against the American people. Okay, so These things are set in place years ago for this very time. All right, so it's gonna feel like the walls are crumbling, and that's because the walls really are crumbling. All right, it's been set up this way for years. Okay, it says the websites of the Russian government, the Kremlin, the Duma, the Ministry of Defense, and RT were all affected by the apparent cyber attack, with some of the websites slowing down and others being taken offline for extended periods of time throughout the day. All right, so what's going on in Ukraine? All right, it's going to what? It's going to have a trickle down effect, all right, on everybody else around the world. Okay, because now what you're hearing is affecting the energy crisis out here in America. All right, I believe a brother just posted in the chat. All right, that the so-called New York moratorium is over. All right, and now evictions are about to begin. Okay, so really, people out here worried about World War III. What they should really be concerned about is the war against the people. All right, this is gonna be the war against the people. Okay, the whole cyber attack thing is gonna be a war against the people. All right, that's what Klaus Schwab been saying for days, for years. All right, that we're gonna go into a global reset. All right, and it's gonna happen, a cyber pandemic. Okay, so this is all leading to that cyber pandemic, and it's all that part of that sudden destruction. All right, that's coming because, like I said, it's a beginning of things to come, and we're gonna get that in the scriptures. All right, it says, "F Putin. We support the people of Ukraine. We are legion." Okay, that's demons right there. We are legion, meaning a company of was it 6,000 to 7,000 men in the Roman army. Okay, they were known as legion. All right, it says, "We will not forget the lives that have been lost under Putin's regime." Tweeted, and this sounds like American propaganda. They go around saying anonymous. Fucking weirdos, man. It says, tweeted one account related to the collective, while another account wrote, "The Putin criminal regime are gonna have a very hard time recovering from our attacks." That's America right there. All right, if you can't see it, they said it in plain sight. They told us, look, we're gonna have consequences for Russia if they attack. And now they attacked, or they claim that they did attack. So now they say, look, we don't believe what the media just says. All right, we filter things through the scriptures, but we watch it. We have to watch. All right, because now look, they have all kinds of stuff. You had CNN coming out claiming that they were on the battleground and all this. They have things that they use with the technology, deep fake technology, and all these different things. So we can't just jump, at the first site that we see. Oh, look, CNN is out there. Look, it's getting hot. They have all kinds of technology to change the scene and make it look like, CGI and all these different things on regular TV screens. They do it now. They're giving people the ability to use these apps, to create these illusions that's not even is not even real. So the common person has the ability to alter, people's perceptions of reality, then how much more the government, all right, that has had the ability to change people's perception on a whole nother level. All right, we're talking psychologically, socially, all right, all kinds of different things, man. All right, so it says here, in another post, an account claiming to represent Anonymous said, while its operations were targeting the Russian government, quote, all right, quote, targeting the Russian government, there was also, quote unquote, an inevitability that the private sector will most likely be affected too. That's very interesting. So the private sector, the same private sector that's been working hand in hand, okay, with the various governments around the world during this so-called pandemic, okay, that same private sector is being affected again. Okay, and when we go back to the World Economic Forum's global reset agenda, whatever, all right, all the things that's going to be affected in the time of a so-called cyber attack is all going to affect mostly the private sector. Okay, it's mostly going to affect the private sector, which will directly affect Americans and people around the world. Okay, now you got gas prices going up. Okay, like I said, the housing thing moratorium has been run out, so people's evictions are about to start. You're going to start getting eviction notices, and it's going to be millions of people who are going to be homeless very soon. Okay, people are not going to be able to feed themselves very soon, because this is also going to affect, all right, the market economy. Okay, so this is the beginning of things, all right, beginning of sorrows. All right, so it says here, so while people around the globe smash your internet providers to bits, understand that it's entirely directed at the actions of the Russian government and Putin. That's lies. That's propaganda. That those words right there is the very definition of propaganda. No facts, no evidence. We're just going to come out here and just project. We're just going to come out here and say things. It's all called priming and framing. Okay, it says the account said in a message to Russians, as a decentralized collective, Anonymous does not have any central hierarchy or leadership, and thus its operations have been known to take a wide range of issues from different political perspectives. You hear that? It says hackers affiliated with Anonymous have previously attacked U.S. government websites, so they put it out there. They've done it before. They're going to do it again, right? The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, the Westboro Baptist Church, Baptist Birch, the Westboro Baptist Church, ISIS, all right, the Church of Scientology, and the Epilepsy Foundation, which was targeted with flashing strobes in 2008, among many others. All right, so there you have it. Anonymous, quote unquote anonymous, yeah, declare cyber war against Russia. All right, they just came out of nowhere and now they're declaring cyber war. All right, so let's get a quick precept here. All right, because look, this is all, it's not going to go away. All right, this is just the beginning. Okay, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. It says, and this is why these elites, okay, are having a problem with us speaking the truth. Anybody else could be saying what we're saying, but it's how we're saying it. All right, the problem here for them against us is the fact that not only are we waking people up to righteousness and turning people into the truth, but it's not just what we're doing, but how we're doing it, like I said. Okay, so for example, nowadays what happens is you got people who are actually studying. Back then, all you had to do is just hear something and believe it. Now we're teaching people, not only do you hear something and see something, but how do you actually arrive at the truth? So we're telling the truth and we're teaching people how to arrive at the truth. Now you got people going to etymology. You got people going to the meaning of words. Okay, going to different translations. All right, and when you do that, what happens? You arrive at the truth. Now there's a spiritual and then there's a carnal. Now ultimately, all of Israel is going to understand. All right, when we get into the kingdom, they're going to understand the spiritual and carnal aspects of this truth. But on this side, is only the elect who are going to understand both sides. Okay, the 2/3 are going to understand the carnal, not the spiritual. Okay, now the carnal alone is good enough to spoil Esau's plans. Okay, because he's a carnal man. The spiritual, he's not going to be able to fight that. So that's out of the realm of possibility. Okay, but the carnal, the fleshly part, which is people waking up, people questioning things. All right, the truth is, this is what's going on. This is what the scriptures say. Now we're teaching people how to arrive at the truth. Okay, people looking up words and so on and so forth. And when they come up to those things, they're like, oh, they finding out so many different things. So that's what's being problematic for these devils, man. All right, we're teaching people how to find the truth. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, it says here, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. All right, and people are realizing that the only truth is the understanding of the scriptures. So they all automatically they're going to turn to who? The men of the Lord. Okay, those who always go into prophecy. And we know there's only one people who do that. All right, and it starts with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay, it says Matthew 24 verse 6. All right, and this is Yahushai speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, his real name is Yahushai. Okay, why? Because he's the deliverer. He's a savior. All right, to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, in these times that we're in, and ultimately when the missiles drop. Okay, you ask any Christian what is the kingdom of heaven, they have no answer. They're not going to be able to tell you because they don't know what the kingdom of heaven is all about. All right. There's a book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Okay, so we're hearing of the wars and rumors of wars. Okay, propaganda or what have you. All right, those are all the rumors, the commotions. All right, and that's what you're hearing in Ukraine. All right, now they're saying that China and Vietnam are going at it. You know, there's all types of madness going on. You're gonna hear a lot of World War III, World War III, World War III, but we ain't there yet. All right, Yahushua said, but the end is not yet. Okay, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Okay, so these three things here we're witnessing right now. Okay, the pestilences is going to even get worse. All right, with the C-19, the end result, the side effects of those things is the pestilences. All right, and a lot more that's coming down the pike. They're talking about measles, they're talking about smallpox. Okay, they're talking about bird flu, all kinds of stuff that's coming down the pike, man. All right, it says famines. Okay, these the inflation. All right, inflation is going to cause major famines, man. The supply chain being disrupted, that's causing famines. All right, so the reality is here. All right, the biblical words don't change what's actually happening. People read it and they're like, "Oh, famines, oh, we're in Egypt," you know. These people, man. It says what? "And earthquakes in diverse places." Okay, earthquakes just simply means what? I believe the word there is seismos. All right, which means a shaking of the earth. Okay, vibrations in the earth and so on and so forth. But ultimately, you hear about 8-point this earthquake, 6-point this earthquake, and it happened in this place and it happened there. And in one day, there was 20,000 earthquakes. You know, all these different things, man. That's all biblical prophecy. All right. But Yahushua said what? All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. These are the beginning of sorrow. So now the real war is about to begin. And it's going to be the war against the people. Okay. It's known as Jacob's trouble. Okay. All these, meaning what we just read, the wars, rumors of wars, the famines, the pestilences, the earthquakes in diverse places. All right. When you hear these things, understand that what? It's the beginning of sorrows. All right. So when you go into the word beginning, let's see what it says here. All right.
Strong's G 746. Arche. Arche.
Arche. All right. In the Greek, arche, which means what? It says beginning, origin. All right. The person or thing that commences. Okay. The person or thing that commences. So let's look up the word commence. All right. To commence. Yeah, man. Right. The word commence means to start, initiate, cause to begin to be. All right. To initiate, to consecrate. All right. Literally a going in. All right. An invasion is a going in. Okay. It says enter into a new state. Ooh. It says come into existence, begin to be. All right. Enter into a new state. Isn't that what this nigga Klaus Schwab was saying? That now we're about to enter into the reset. That's the new state, the new world order. Yeah, I'm coming in high. I'm bringing out the words now. All right. Spirit is on me right now. So look, let's read that again. The person or thing that commences. Okay. The beginning of sorrows. Okay. The man of sin is about to go in. Revelation 12:12. This is the commencement of Jacob's trouble. The first person or thing in a series, the leader. Okay, that which by anything begins to be. The origin, the active cause. Okay, the active cause. So this is the beginning of sorrow. These things happening will be the cause that you will feel the effects of soon, known as Jacob's trouble. And right on cue, what is happening? You have Anonymous coming out saying that there's going to be more cyber attacks. It's a cyber war now. Okay. You have websites going to be taken down. It's going to affect your banking. Okay, these are, let me read off a few things that's going to be affected by all of this stuff. All right, healthcare, telecommunication, okay, your social media, all right, your banking, finances, your food, your travel, okay, your and ultimately your ability to buy and sell, okay, your commerce. All right, these things that are happening is the beginning of the painful times that we've been talking about. Okay, it says the beginning of sorrows, meaning the commencement, arche. Okay, the commencement, the beginning, the start of something. Okay, so here it is, man. All right, this is the start. This is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, let's go into the word sorrows real quick. All right, because the scriptures don't lie. Okay, scriptures don't lie. It says here, sorrows. All right, intolerable anguish, in reference to the dire calamities that precede the advent of the Messiah. Ooh, man. You hear that? Intolerable anguish, okay? That what? In reference to the dire calamities preceding the advent of the Messiah. The advent meaning what? The return, okay? The return of what? Of who? The Messiah, Yahushai. Not Jesus Christ, man, but Yahushai. Okay, because Jesus Christ is a false image that was sold onto you false Christians out there, you false Bible believers out there who don't actually believe in the Bible, because it's been proven time and time again that you really have no understanding of the scriptures. All right, I seen the elder Yashawamba did a video earlier today. All right, and it was going into this pastor, and I believe the elder brother Karatazar from Vegas. All right, he also did a video on it. All right. And you got this guy trying to break down the prophecies, and it's the funniest thing in the world. You know, I mean, what are you saying? What do you mean? What are you talking about? All right. See, if the scriptures was a physical, actual sword that cuts physically, literally, people will be slicing them hands. The moment you pick it up, your hands are cut. All right, because he's just saying things that's like, dude, what are you talking about? How do you even go? He's the serpent, you know, was on all fours and now it's on his belly because they had to chop off his legs. And I'm like, what the you know? So Christianity has taken a big loss, man. They're in travail, they're in pain, they're in sorrow right now. All right, it's over for them. All right, it's over, and they're seeing that a lot of Jake is waking up and turning to who? To Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. At least the knowledge of knowing who they are. Okay, because this is the time. All right, there's a time and a season for everything, man. Now is the time for the Israelites to wake up. Okay, and now is the time for what? Pain and suffering. All right, on you wicked ass people out there. So you're not gonna escape this. Okay, let's get that real quick. You're not going to escape this at all. Okay, you think you're just gonna skip Jacob's trouble? You're gonna skip the MOTB, something we've been talking about for all these years? You just gonna skip it and go straight to after World War III? That's it? No. All right. Here's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." All right, now already in Haiti, there's protests. All right, they're talking about the militaries out there. All right, police is out there, and they're returning fire on the civilians. All right, so this thing is getting hot. Okay, it's getting hot, and once it gets up here, Babylon is over. Okay, it's over, because Jake is going to take a whole different approach to this thing, man, because the Spirit of the Lord. All right, it's not going to be like back then in the 60s and the 70s. Oh, we're going to a civil rights movement. We're going to march in the streets. Nah, it's going to be different this time. Okay, the men of the Lord going to have spiritual power. Okay, so hey, man, we at the door, man. Okay, and these devils know that, and that's why they're moving in haste. Okay, it's moving in haste, man. Things are going to just pick up quick. All right, unexpectedly. All right, but see, people are not really paying attention. That's why they let people go. We're approaching March. Don't forget that, the month of war. Okay, so let's see. Like I said, it's war against the people first. All right, this is where we at. All this cyber attack, all this BS is happening not because of Russia and Ukraine. No, it was to start something against the people. Okay, there's a book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Okay, so the time between now and World War III is very, very short. But a lot of things will happen within this very short time. Okay, and ultimately the elect are going to be delivered from all the times that we're about to be into, all the way until the end. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it off there. Lord willing, you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.